When I was trying to go to bed yesterday, there was this fly in my room and I have no clue where it is, but I heard it this morning. I just can't deal with this fly. It's like buzzing around. I had to go to sleep with it like still. It was literally around my head and I was just not happy. I'm trying to deal with my blind right now, which is broken. Whoa! That only happens when it's like autumn. Oh my gosh. I'm still trying to hunt down the fly though. I'm sure the fly is over here. There's stuff on the windows. It's a sign of winter. I'm in a jumper. It's the jumper season. I feel as if summer has had its time and I'm kind of now ready to move on. So, I mean, I don't think I've said anything so positive about the weather in the UK before. Applause to me. So today it's going to be very self-directed. I don't have commitments like tutoring or meetings or phone calls and stuff, and I wanted to take the time and have the flexibility to try and start a personal statement for master's applications. So yeah, that's what I want to do today. However, I've got a lot of other things to do. I mean, shock horror, okay? The other day I didn't have my pad that I normally write my to-do lists on, so I did it on my phone, and I'm definitely not saying I'm going to convert to doing them on my phone from now on, because I definitely prefer to see things written down. Actually, let's ask the question, do you write your to-do lists, like handwrite them, or do you write it on your phone and have it electronically? Comment down below, or like somebody write a comment and then like the comment. Anyway. So yeah, I've already done some yoga this morning. I'm still kind of currently doing it mat-less, shall we say, but it's fine. I am really trying to do yoga at the moment, especially to set a positive intention for my day and set a really good mindset for my day. But that's why I try and start with like breathing exercises. It's called breathing pranayama, the whole alternate nostril thing. I sometimes follow tutorials on YouTube, sometimes do my own thing. Anyway, I'm waffling. We're gonna go and have breakfast now because it's time, that time of the day. Okay, so for breakfast that morning, if you guys know me, you all know the drill. It's a green smoothie. I will just get out my blender and everything I need, so bananas or my frozen fruit and my powders to add in. So I just started with 2 non-frozen bananas, and then I added some frozen pineapple as well as frozen mango, spinach obviously to make it green, a bit of water to help it blend and not break the blender. And then with the majority of it blended, I then went ahead and added some linseed, maca powder, and my new Viva Life multi-nutrient. Okay, so this is so thick. I didn't add very much liquid, so it didn't quite fill the mason jar, but it tastes so good. That's thick. Oh yes. Everything is just so perfect in this. We don't answer that phone. After washing up my blender and everything else that was in the sink, I then had a bit more fruit, so a fig and a kiwi, drank the rest of my smoothie. I took off the sound so you didn't have to hear me slurping, and then I basically went upstairs and decided I just wanted to give my room a bit of a clean. So I got the Hoover out and started with that. I seriously think Blinkist is the app was like made for me, and thank you for sponsoring this video. It's literally an app that I have always needed but never found until very recently. You guys know I find it hard to just sit down and read things, and I often don't find the time to even do that. And even if I do have the time, I'm like distracted by other things. The app essentially takes the main points, the most important information, everything that you need to know from a non-fiction book, and it puts it into a 15-minute condensed version, like 15 minutes. It's so short. You can either read it, you can listen to it. I've just listened to it while I was cleaning my room, but other than that, I listen to them when I'm like walking, if I'm running, if I'm going to the gym, and I basically covered the whole book, all of the most important insights, and it's a genius. Like, I love it. Some of the books I've been listening to recently, you know I'm a science geek, so things like The Telomere Effect, love that. Digital Minimalism, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. If you want to try Blinkist for a week, 7 days, you can get it completely free if you click the link below. You have to be one of the first 100 people, so I highly recommend just clicking it and trying it and see if it floats your boat. It's completely free in those 7 days. You can cancel at any time, and if you want full membership, you can then get 25% off again if you click the link. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, I had to stop cleaning when my phone started ringing because I had a phone call, and then after that I just decided I wanted to take a few pictures so I could put a few items on Depop. So the hardest thing to do a lot of the time when you plan to do something that requires a lot of brain power, shall we say, is to start. And once you've overcome the obstacle, once you've started it, like you've got a plan or you know kind of where you're going to go with it, it's easier to get on with it and easier to flow. So what do we need to do? Drink water and then start. I'm going to start with a plan. I'm not going to use my computer, type anything. I'm going to write some things. I'm going to get myself a good old piece of plain paper and we're just going to plan and see where we go with it. We have a pen, we have paper, we have my brain. Let's go. And so the writing of the personal statement begins. As I said, I wanted to start with a plan. So on my plain piece of paper, my lovely piece of paper, I made a mind map. So I started with what I wanted to put in each paragraph. So I had my introduction and conclusion, and then I filled out things I would like to put in my main body, which would be highly focused on my academics. Right, so I've got like a mind map as my plan. And yeah, so what I kind of try and ask myself when I'm thinking about writing personal statements, because I obviously did my one for my undergrad, I did one for when I was applying for medicine, now I'm doing another one, third one. I try and answer the questions like, why do I want to study this subject? So for me it would be like, why do I want to do a master's in nutrition? And then I'm trying to answer the question like, why am I suitable as a candidate or a student? Do you see what I mean? So I will have my intro, my conclusion, and then my main body will be very academic focused. And yeah, I've got like a general overview of what I want. I think planning is key to a lot of things. Once you have a plan and you make it as detailed and as good as possible, writing it should be not too bad. With that plan on paper, I then decided to open my MacBook and start actually typing things. And I also pulled up some other documents that I thought would be really useful. So my CV, my personal statement that I'd written for medicine, even though it would be quite different, I could see the general structure I'd used and get some ideas, for example. And then I also pulled up some other cover letters that I'd maybe written, because it's all really useful, and sometimes it's nice to not start completely from scratch, but to go off some other ideas that you've had and then just fill in any gaps, add in more details. My general advice for writing personal statements, I would say it's really important to be concise and make every sentence count. I also like to really focus on it being personal, because it is called a personal statement for a reason. And then finally, I think having a structure that flows is incredibly important. So each paragraph and every sentence need to link in some way, and you don't want any abrupt changes. Once I'd finished my personal statement, as you can see, I just did some emails and filled in my diary, so tutoring sessions, and that was me done for the morning. Smooshed brain. I just powered through some emails. I've done quite a lot of the personal statement before that, as I showed you guys. What have we done now on the to-do list? We did that, we sent that email. Can I tick up anything else? I need to book some things next, I feel. Write some more emails. When do I not write emails? My life is swamped with emails. All of these things require so much brain power. Okay, I'm going to have lunch now. Also, if you guys have noticed, I have been filming with this little thing today as well. It's my GoPro. I thought I would put it into action again after coming back from the holidays, just because I want to get used to filming with it, play around with it a bit. Let's go. Wait, are Barley and Java in the garden? Where's Java? The conkers are falling. It's conker season. Barley! There's Barley. Where's Java? No clue where she is. Whilst I was eating my lunch, I was just filling my mum in on the stuff that I needed to book and some of the things that were coming up, so I could fill her in, tell her where I was going to be in the upcoming weeks. I then tried to find my brother, although he didn't answer annoyingly. And then after that, I was back upstairs and back to working on my personal statement. So I was just going off the plan that I had, trying to expand on any of my ideas. However, writing about yourself and writing personal statements can be quite a struggle. I didn't write that. Minnie! join me in my struggles in writing about myself. What are we trying to write here?
So yeah, writing about yourself, whether that be in a personal statement, a cover letter, or in your CV, is quite difficult and it can take quite a while, but you've just got to start and then you'll just make progress from there.
I started trying to write the intro, which I know is going to be hardest, and so for that reason I normally do it at the end, but I was like, let's just try and write the hardest one because I feel like that's the one where I want to be most kind of creative with it. So yeah, that's why I was like typing one key every 10 minutes or something. Not that slow, but you get the point. So yeah, I basically have a lot of the main body and everything else I want to write, so yeah, hopefully everything will flow after that. And I have a structure in plan, I have a structure in mind and everything like that, so yeah, we made a good start. I'm now gonna try and book some things with the help of mum. More tea. Trying to bring down my Mac. Yeah, I need an actual official adult to help me when booking things like flights and train tickets to places and all this stuff. So yeah, we're going to consult the wisdom of Mutti.
The things I was booking, they were quite big things. You know, I booked flights to the place that I will be going to, traveling on my own, so solo traveling. I'm not going to tell you guys yet, but this is a big step for me. It's a commitment. I'm now officially going. It will be around middle of November, as you saw in my Planning the Life video. So yeah, it's scary.
Right, so I'm going to the gym because I am on the reserve list for the spin class, and if there's a space I'm going to join in the spin class because I signed up to my old gym yesterday again, which I'm super happy about. I feel much more in my zone in the gym that I'm familiar with, and I also have netball later as well. It's quite an intense evening for me. Yeah, I'm going to play netball with this other club because I go on a Sunday for like very friendly netball, which I really love, but I'm going with these other girls that I've met who are super nice, Nadia and Michaela, and they invited me to come and play at their club, which is more intense, so I'm going to their netball as well. So gym, then netball is the plan.
One day, guys, one day we will film in the spin class because they're so fun. I honestly love them so much. But yeah, after that my mum picked me up because she wanted to do shopping whilst I was in netball. I managed to get into the spin class and now I'm going to netball and mum is going to do some shopping. This is going to be an intense netball class. Do you call it a class? Session? But anyway, yeah, I'm going to do some netball. Okay, I can go.
So the plan was to time-lapse the netball with my GoPro, but as I said, I didn't really know anyone there and I didn't just want to like whack out the camera. I kind of wanted to focus on playing as well. Hello Minnie, say hello. She's here again. I'm pretty sure I scored like 4 goals. Get me, Minnie. Yeah, it was like 5-side game, so quite tiring. I was a golf shooter. I never normally shoot. I always don't think I'm that great at shooting, but managed to get some of them in. I did the dodgiest pass ever and like basically humiliated myself, but just tried to like brush it off. I was like, I don't play to a high level. I just play for fun, you know, that's just me. But yeah, it was really good. You can just imagine Holly playing netball, running, trying to intercept balls, trying to shoot balls into nets, you know, you can just use your imagination. I'm gonna have a shower quickly and then I'm gonna eat food. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm so hungry, but I'm like, I will shower so much quicker if I just get in and out. Come on, man. Get off. Stop it. Don't push the camera over. Luca, how rude. No, you don't do that to the camera. Oh, she's purring. No, this is not the time. Hello, the camera. Say hello. Oh, hello. Okay, come on in. Off we go. Almost forgot to end the vlog. Bye.